Do you need to be able to freestyle rap to be considered like a great rapper, to be considered one of the greatest rappers of all time? And so a lot of new rappers, when they're seeing people like Harry Mack and Juice World who can like freestyle full songs, and Harry Mack who can just go off forever, you know, all the bars, punchlines, incorporating things, that's really cool. And when a lot of new rappers see that, they're like, dang, the only way I can be a respected rapper is if I can freestyle rap at that level. And freestyle rapping does help. It's the best thing to learn first. You know, to really start developing on your skill, all your skills like flow, delivery, enunciation. It really helps with songwriting. It helps break through writer's block. It helps you start flowing from your subconscious. It helps you just kind of immediately express emotions and dive in. It's very therapeutic. So freestyling is a great place to start first. But if you think about it, the top 10 rappers of all time are, the top 10 rappers in the Billboard right now. There's, Drake. If you think about rappers that are most respected, there's Jay-Z, there's Nas, there's Busta Rhymes. Who else is really respected? Just there's Eminem. Eminem can freestyle really well, but most of the top rappers can't really freestyle that well. They can't freestyle as well as Harry Mack. They're way more famous than Harry Mack. Their music gets way more streams than Harry Mack, but they can't freestyle as well as Harry Mack. Juice WRLD was someone who was able to use his freestyle skills to make full songs, and I think the reason why his songs connected so well is because he's really good at diving into the emotion. And people who can really tell stories and dive into emotion and tell emotional or powerful stories about their life and upbringing, that's the kind of stuff people want to listen to over and over again, because people listen to music for the emotion, the emotional connection, whether it's anger, whether it's sadness, whether it's depression. People listen to music for feelings, right? Harry Mack Harry Mack, I think he can rap about his feelings too, but most of his stuff is more for immediate entertainment. It's kind of more to kind of show off the bars. It's kind of to show off his skill, right? It's kind of more to show off that he can rap, but it's not necessarily to connect on a deep emotional level or to tell like crazy heartfelt stories, right? It's really awesome. It's really impressive for entertaining, and if you want to be a freestyle rapper just for to entertain at parties, that's cool. But if you're someone who wants to make music that connects, maybe like timeless music, then it's very clear that you do not need to be the best freestyle rapper in the world to make music, because most rappers who are making millions of dollars cannot freestyle at all. They can't freestyle for a minute. If you see them on radio shows, I think a lot of rappers like Little Uzi Vert or different rappers like that, they're on radio shows being like be like and they're just like mumbling through it. And for me, I mean, they were getting made fun of for that, but for me, that's not a bad thing. If rappers are mumbling during a freestyle session, it shows that they know where the flows and they know where the lyrics are supposed to go. Maybe they couldn't think of the lyrics at the right time, but you can tell that flow and rhythm is their priority. And if when flow and rhythm is your priority, then you can write songs easily. You can write songs that connect. You can write songs that people want to hear because people want to listen to songs that flow well. It's not all about the lyrics. It's not all about that. The British guy. Hopefully, the British guy will come on. Thanks for watching. But yeah, so yeah, if you want to learn how to freestyle, yeah, I think it's good to remember that you don't need to be perfect at it unless you want to be 100% freestyle entertainer. For me, I try to teach how to use freestyle rapping to write songs, and we do teach stuff like how to do bars like Harry Mack and how to do full songs like Juice World. And really, all that is just really focusing and diving on into the emotion and learning what setup lines and punch lines are to be able to rap like Harry Mack. But the goal is not to be a perfect freestyler. The goal is to be comfortable freestyling, be comfortable coming up with spontaneous flows so that you can use them for songwriting. If you just want to be an entertainer, that's different. And we teach punchlines, and you more just want to study like basically battle rapping. But yeah, uh, Vacation City says she heard her husband freestyle in his sleep once, and it called a priest. That's true. Like a lot of times when people are freestyling, when you're just kind of in the zone, whether you're on drugs or you're sleeping and you're freestyling, it can seem like you're possessed because you can just start streaming energies. Maybe you're streaming alien tongues. Maybe you're streaming like demons. You know, lots of things come out when you're allowing yourself to just be open and free, and when you stop like overthinking. Because a lot of new rappers, they're too stuck in worrying about what it sounds like. But when you forget about what it sounds like and you just dive into the emotion and letting any thoughts, like letting your thoughts kind of carry you. I've heard someone said freestyling is kind of like riding a dragon, where you don't know where it's going to take you, but if you allow it to take you, you can gently guide it, but it'll take you to some crazy places, and you kind of want to allow yourself to be surprised. So, all right, let's see. Vacation City, you have to practice freestyling. Doesn't it kind of mean you're not freestyling anymore? If you know what I mean. I'm not sure what you mean by practice freestyling. I think when you say practice freestyling, for me, what I think of is what you're practicing doing is not letting your overthinking getting in the way. You're practicing allowing any thought to just come out over a beat musically, and so the practice comes from what you're really practicing is not allowing your self-consciousness and your negative thoughts get in the way of you expressing yourself. And that's the real practice. Because if you think of actors like Amy Poehler on SNL, a lot of rappers or a lot of actors can freestyle really easily because they're already comfortable improvising. You know, they already have a positive association with allowing their mind to go, and they're not afraid to allow their mind to go anywhere. A lot of new rappers are afraid of where their mind's going to go because they're afraid they're going to say something wrong. They're afraid they're going to sound stupid. They have so many fears. They're afraid their voice is going to be bad. And that's how I was too. When I first wanted to learn how to freestyle, I was too afraid to rap in front of anyone, so I wasn't getting better. See, if you practice, you will tend to reuse phrases and bars. So when you're starting out, you'll definitely, I think even when you're advanced, you'll have crutch words that you say a lot, and you'll have you'll reuse bars and stuff. But the cool thing is if you're aware that you're kind of repeating yourself, that's really good, because then you can change it, and you can change it by changing subjects, changing stories, or just trying different words, because when you're aware that you keep repeating yourself, then it allows you to start like, oh, okay, now I need to think about something else so that I don't always say the same thing. Amy Poehler is an amazing freestyle rapper. Like, she can just jump in and freestyle off the top, and it's like so easy for actors because they're so used to improv. But Amy Poehler is amazing. Is improvisation the same as freestyle rapping? Yeah, it's very similar. So improvisation in acting isn't with music typically, unless they're doing improvisational dance. But it's the same type of thing where you're really allowing your mind to just dive into the story. The only thing that's going to mess you up in both improvisation and freestyling is letting your negative thought patterns of, oh, do I look bad or do I sound bad? But the difference between freestyle rapping and just kind of acting improvisation is that with freestyle rapping, you have music. And for me, I'm not really comfortable like maybe improvisational acting on stage, but I am comfortable freestyle rapping on stage, because for me, the music kind of gives me like protection. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the music, sometimes I say it kind of lubricates the air, and it allows the thoughts to come. So I'm kind of allowing the beat to kind of tell me what to say or to give me the mood. But with improvisation, it's kind of you all by yourself, or is you more, instead of connecting with music, you're connecting with the other actors, and you're kind of streaming off each other. But with freestyle rapping, you're connecting with music, and you're diving into the emotional part of the music. Let's see. How do I improve lyrics? How do you improve lyrics? Most people can write. If you were in school, you already know how to write. So usually when people want to improve lyrics, what you want to do is you want to improve your flow. So what I would recommend, taking my free scat flow course, because that'll really help you. It's a scatting course that helps you kind of get comfortable flowing. You definitely want to get comfortable being musical first, because the lyrics will come to you when you know where to put them. And the only way to know where to put them is to really understand flow and connection with music. And then to start making more complicated lyrics, you can think of in terms of metaphors, like, what is this like? I'm feeling really big. Okay, that's like Godzilla. Or I'm feeling really strong, like a gorilla. Or I feel really bad, like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And you can use similes and metaphors. How to freestyle a song in one take. So I'm making a new Pro Freestyle Rap Masterclass, and I'm going to have a bonus where I show you guys how to make a full song in one take. Probably like, even me, I've been rapping forever, maybe like 1 out of 10 of my freestyles will be maybe pretty good for like a full song. But the key to doing a freestyle in one take is again, you have to be able to shut off your critical mind, and you have to be able to just dive into the emotional story and really think about what you're trying to say. So the best time to freestyle a full song is like after a breakup, or after like some kind of heartbreak, where you're really able to just dive into emotion, where it's not hard for you to dive into emotion because you're already so raw. Or if you haven't recently had a breakup, what you do is you think about a really hard time in your life. The more emotional and crazy the situation, the more you're going to be able to shut off your self-conscious mind about worrying about whether it's good enough, and the more you're going to be able to dive into the story. And when you can dive into the story emotionally, that's when you can go off for a long time. How to avoid gang rivalry when you get too hood in your freestyle? How to avoid gang? That's a hard thing. Like if you're at a rap battle, some when you're going off at a rap battle, sometimes you can get punched in the face. Like you'll see a lot of these rap battles, like people get punched in the face because they get too hood, or they get too crazy, or they say the wrong thing. And it gets personal. Like when you're rap battling, you're really in a kind of negative energy. Like your mission is to destroy someone, and their mission is to destroy you. Like you're at war. So yeah, there could be gang rivalry. People get shot. Like that's kind of hard. The only way to avoid it is to not to rap battle. Focus on making emotional songs. It's like I've been to a rap battle and it was scary. I went to a rap battle in Oakland and I rapped and I beat a guy, but no, it was scary, man, because I didn't have a gang. I was by myself, and this other guy had a gang. So that's really scary. Uh, the beat disguises the words have no meaning. Not necessarily. So what I recommend is starting with flow, right? You start with flow so that you're comfortable being musical with the beat and making your lyrics sound good, right? You start with flow like ba-da ba-da ba-da, or starting out with rapping, it's good to like kind of rap like you're a baby, and maybe words will come out accidentally, like you'd be like, or it doesn't really make sense what you're saying, but you're really focused on flow. And then once you're comfortable laying out the flow, how you want the flow to go over a beat, you can record that. Then you can add lyrics, and then maybe you accidentally said a word, and that's how. Read a book. Yeah. Reading a book. Buy a Udemy course is not the first step to anything. Well, actually, my Udemy course is on freestyle rapping, and my classes. What they do is they really help you break over your fear and your negative thought patterns that are holding you back from freestyling. What I do is I kind of have a mental trick that kind of helps you jump into the music and helps you start freestyling, getting comfortable, because it's really simple. I think people make it overcomplicated. For me too. I was someone who basically I teach freestyle rapping for overthinkers. Like if you weren't an overthinker, if you didn't have like this negative self-consciousness, then freestyle rapping would not be hard for you. But I teach freestyle rapping for people like me who are kind of overthinkers, and teach them how to just stop being overthinkers and jump into the music. My brother is white, and he got carried away on stage in a battle and shouted Piru. I don't know what Piru Damu. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I think when you're white and you're at a rap battle, you do have to be a lot more sensitive to things. You have to be a lot more aware, because you are a guest in this world of rapping. How to practice rap battling? All right, I got a really funny, cool way of practicing rap battling. I have a video on YouTube about how to rap battle. It's a really good video. I think if you search how to rap battle on YouTube, it'll show up. But basically, what you want to do is you pick pictures, like pick up random pictures, like Google a picture of a nerd, or Google a picture of a hipster, or Google a picture of an ugly girl, Google a picture of an ugly guy, right? And then you just want to practice picking out different things about that picture and rapping about it, doing a setup line and a punch line. That's how you would practice rap battling. Appreciate your work, bro. I just picked up freestyle rapping. It's crazy how much this relates to playing other instruments. Yeah, for sure. Like improvisation is for every instrument, it's for every musical thing, it's for every sort of expression. Like with creativity, there's two steps in creativity. It's first the improvisation stage, and then there's the editing stage. And so there are two different parts of your brain. It's like the right brain, left brain. When you're first starting out freestyle rapping or playing music, you want to kind of allow yourself to go anywhere, because that's how you're going to find out the things. That's more your right brain. I think the left brain is more the analytical and the editing stuff. How to rap battle on an Eminem level? You got to understand punchlines, setup lines, and punchlines, and you gotta really understand flow. You shouldn't downplay him. He is more than just a work. He is human. Okay, Vacation City. Thanks for defending me, but everything's cool. Everything's cool. Is it better to have a home studio? I do recommend having some kind of home studio. Like you can get like you don't even need the most expensive computer. You don't need, you just need a simple like Focusrite Scarlett Solo. It's good to have a home studio because that's where you can really get to know your voice, practice experimenting over flows, and be able to play your stuff back and kind of see what you need to work on. And you really want a way to hear yourself rapping over your favorite beats, because rapping over your favorite beats and recording it, that's a way you're gonna sound better. Let's see. Also, I know I said this a lot in the past, but you check out Juice WRLD studio sessions. Yeah, I've seen him freestyling his studio sessions. I want to look at more of his studio sessions, because typically what he'll do is he'll do like 3 or 4 takes of freestyling, and then the producers will kind of edit it, and they'll find the chorus, and they'll edit it all together. Peter Domo is what blood is what's blood's. Okay. Hey, Vacation City, are you from LA? Do you live in LA? Swahili. Oh, cool. I took Swahili in college. Um, how to mix vocals and make it sound professional. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. What you want to do is create a vocal template, or find a vocal template on YouTube. I'm gonna try to create some vocal templates for rappers. But you want to do is find a vocal template that you like. You can either create, yeah, I recommend creating it yourself, like in Logic or whatever, and save it. So every time that you record, you have your vocal template already ready. That'll make you a lot more productive and efficient. So you find a vocal template or a whole mixing template. So every time you open up your recording stuff, you just add a beat to it. Maybe adjust the key of your auto tune, and that, yeah. So yeah, you want to look up how to make a vocal chain. Practice freestyling ruined my life. Deadbeat Terry, tell me how it ruined your life. Oh, I kept waking my kids up, and now I only see them 4 times a year. Yeah, that can happen. Like sometimes when you're freestyling, learning how to freestyle can just make you start streaming nonstop. Instead of being in your head all the time, you're just practicing, and people can get annoyed, and then your wife can leave you, and then they take the kids because they just want to sleep, but you're just constantly trying to rap battle them, and they might not like that. I wasn't defending you. I was mocking Ogre's grammar. Okay, Vacation City. No, I am from Germany. Why? Do you want to collab? Collab? I don't know. What do you do, Vacation City? I don't know much about you, but I know that you're funny. Um, but yeah, I asked if you were from LA because you were talking about LA stuff. Germany, cool. I've never been to Germany. All right. Well, thank you. I hope that answers some questions. I'm not getting any more questions, so that was a quick video. Actually, it was kind of a longer video. I just wanted to talk about freestyling and whether you need to be super pro. All right, I'm getting some more questions. How to make music like the Kid Leroy? What you do is you find a good beat producer you like, or you buy beats on BeatStars, and you just start experimenting with your voice. You do some mumbles like I'm a little man, so you just do some mumbles, or that, finding melodies, organize those melodies into a great song structure, add the lyrics, and then you can be Kid Leroy. What should a beginner learn to become a good rapper? Freestyling. I recommend learning freestyling first. Take my free scatting course below. That'll really help you start being a good rapper. Yeah, I like the British guy too. I'm sure Miko. Vacation City. I do adult content on OnlyFans. I just thought you asked because you wanted to collab. Oh, yeah, yeah, I don't think that'd be cool. My wife wouldn't want me to be on OnlyFans. Yeah, I don't think that'll work out. But is your husband cool with you being on OnlyFans? Does he help film it? But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I think OnlyFans is awesome, man. It seems like a great way to make money. I guess there's a lot of ways like you can show your feet and make money. I just don't like feet, but some people, if they like feet, you can make a lot of money with your feet. So that's cool. I respect that. Um, but yeah, so yeah, if you need help freestyling or just getting comfortable, kind of getting out of your head, because again, I understand like being a new rapper, you're stuck in your head a lot. But yeah, all right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Just a second.